Barbara. I think we're going to have sun and rain and everything under the sun today. So we'll see. Good morning. It's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I have Pearl here, but no Maisie. I took her to the groomers this morning. I did take some before pictures, so you'll have before and afters tomorrow. But she won't be home till 4 o'clock. She just stays all day. That's it. So. Even when they, when she isn't shaggy and doesn't seem like she would take nearly as long. I mean, she's a big dog, but, and they wash her and blow her dry and I don't know, but it's a long day for her. We'll probably just take Pearl for a walk because she won't be done till 4 o'clock. It'll be dinner time for her. And, yeah. So it's an overcast day at the moment, but not raining. And I didn't notice the humidity, but nothing seems to be dripping on me, so that's good. So I stitched last night. I ended up binge watching Elementaries, and I stitched last night. So that was fun. I have 5 more glasses for July to stitch, and I will stitch them tonight so that I have all my July glasses done, so that on Saturday when we do our Zoom craft together, I will have all my glasses done, and then I can outline them. That's my crafting plan for our Zoom craft together. I just hiccuped and it didn't hurt nearly as much, so I am definitely on the mend here. And that's good news. I didn't sleep well last night. That's bad news, but I just don't, I had to set the alarm because I had to get her to the vet by 9 o'clock, and I don't know. I think it's like, I don't know if I've ever gotten a good night's sleep since I've retired with an alarm on. When I set the alarm, that's it. I don't sleep well. Which is too bad because sometimes I'm setting the alarm because I want to do something really fun. Jason got me a 8:15 flight when I'm going to Florida to pick up the granddaughters. 8:15 in the morning. Now, I had said when I thought we were all going to be flying back together that he should get a early flight in case things were delayed or canceled. That would give us more options. But I suspect maybe he didn't have very many options for, but when it was just me, I'm like, Dennis isn't going to want to take me to the airport very early, so if it's just, just me going down there, it doesn't have to be early, but 8:15. So I will be taking the train to the plane. Dennis will stumble out of bed, take me to the train station, kiss me goodbye, and go back to bed. But that means I will be setting an alarm. This is where this all came from. I will be setting an alarm because I think I have to leave about 5 in the morning. Because the train is going to take me an hour and a half. And you want to get to the airport at least an hour and a half early. So there you go. I can sleep on the plane. I'm going to be wearing my bug mask. I have a heavy-duty respirator that I'm going to be wearing. Because apparently they say that the ventilation system on airplanes is really good, except that they don't have it running all the time. They don't have it running when they're filling the plane. When the plane's on the ground, they don't have the fans and the, you know how stuffy it gets till they close the door and they start circulating the air. Well, when they're not circulating the air, it's not clean. And there's been a lot of reports. Well, and I mean, you know, there's a problem because the staff shortage. What part of the reason all these planes are being canceled is because of the shortage of staff. And for a lot of the shortage of staff, it's people who are sick. So anyway, who could have predicted that when they stopped masking on planes? Anyway, I will be wearing my bug mask. I will be taking a picture of a selfie of myself, so you will see what I look like. Hey, I'm an old lady. Screw them if they can't take a joke, right? I'll have to take it off for going through security so they can see my face. That's okay. I'll hold my breath. Anyway, so I had to set the alarm to get Maisie to the groomer. They've changed the COVID policy at the vet now. Now they allow one person to go in and wait in the lobby, I guess. But that's a big change from our vet. Our vet, we've been going to her since we moved here in 2001. We've always had a dog or two that whole time. And up until COVID, well, that's not true. Up until she hurt her knee and was out on disability, she always conducted almost all of her examination and conversation with you in the lobby, with her sitting on the floor manipulating the dogs. They always took him in the back for something. They weigh him in the lobby. The scale is in the lobby, so they weigh him in the lobby, then they take him back for something, and I don't know what that is, what they did back there, but they brought him back relatively shortly, and then the vet came and talked to you while she was sitting on the floor in the middle of the waiting room, which meant that everybody in the waiting room participated in everybody else's vet visit. She did have a room in the back that you could use if you needed to, but she didn't think there was any reason to need to. And it was very funny. But she hurt her knee and had substitute vets after that. And the substitute vets used the exam rooms and then COVID. She didn't come back full time. She didn't come back for 3 years, and we suffered through some really bad substitutes. And yeah, she never met Pearl till Pearl was 2 or 3 years old. So that was too bad. But anyway, she's back, and then COVID happened, and so then we weren't in there anymore. And now there was a sign that said one person could go and wait in the lobby, which makes me think that they're using the exam rooms. But I didn't go in. And when Gabby said, you want to bring her in and I'll meet you in the lobby, I said, could you come to the door? And she said yes, because I'm not going in there if I don't have to. Nobody, masks are not required. Strongly recommended, not required. So anyway, that was my morning so far, and this is my first cup of coffee, and it tastes so good. Oh, yeah. I set my alarm, but then I got up and took a shower, and it took I was a little bit late, but it doesn't matter. She says Maisie's a little matted on her legs, so I hope she doesn't have to clip her too low. Because when she has to get shaved, she needs anti-itch pills. She needs to be medicated, and that's too bad. Anyway, I did stop talking about that for a while. How did I get back on it? Oh, my sleep, because of the alarm. Yeah. So stitched last night and enjoyed it very much. But then I was tired of stitching, and I had 5 more glasses to do, but I decided to stop, and I worked on my elm leaf shawlette, and I'm at the bind off. So tonight, when Dennis has his D&D and I'll be by myself, I'll continue binge watching my elementaries probably, and I will finish those 5 glasses and bind off my elm leaf shawlette. So I haven't really knit in about a week, so that was kind of nice to knit. I don't know what got into me. I just wanted to read. And I ended up reading. I was thinking about that on my way home from dropping Maisie off. I read the 3 Midnight Texas books. These are all by Charlaine Harris. I got on a Charlaine Harris kick. All the 3 Midnight Texas books, 4 Harper Conley books, and 3 of the Lily Bard books, which are all Shakespeare in the title. The library doesn't have the other 2 books in that series electronically, so I'll have to figure out how to get them because I enjoyed the Lily Bard books a lot. I liked her character. Anyway, so I was on this reading binge, and then I had been reading other things before that. I talked about Raymond Feist and stuff, so I had but it was almost all books that I had read before. I hadn't read the Shakespeare books before, but I was on this comfort reading, light-ish, you know, and I have been for a while. This is me, you know, working on it. But I hadn't been knitting. And with my bee sting and my Benadryl, I didn't even stitch with Christy last Sunday night. So yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. I've been funny, but yeah, it's been at least a week since I knit, so that was nice to knit. And I will knit tonight. I will bind off my elm leaf shawlette. And that'll be nice. I have quite a bit of yarn left. I'm tempted to do one more set of lace and garter. I have enough yarn to do that, I'm quite sure. It's hard to tell. I was gonna put that on waste yarn and stretch it out and see if I felt like it was big enough or did I want it a little bigger. And maybe I'll do that tonight before I bind it off, just to make sure that I'm happy with the size. So that's what I'm thinking. That's the plan. Dennis has his D&D. He'll be gone. I'll have the house to myself. And but he played his game last night. I was going to play last night, and then I just felt like stitching. After I talked about stitching, I thought, oh, I need to stitch, and I needed to do my glasses. And so I did. Did my July shelf. Oh, I even did my books. There are books on the shelf in July, and I did the books. If I had it out here, I could show you, but I don't. So I'm not. I'll show you tomorrow. Anyway, I'm really rambling. And I have been rambling, oh my gosh, for 14 minutes. I'm so sorry. I hope you are all well. Please, please, please take good care of yourselves. Please stay safe and stay sane.